I don't know what y'all mama taught you, but my mama always taught me, you don't want somebody putting their hands on you, you keep your hands to yourself. Period. Everybody, it's your favorite Auntie Momo here. We are back for another episode review of Marriage Boot Camp. This is season 15, episode 5, I believe. I forgot the title of this episode, so bam, there it go. Power of iPhone. iMovie edit, bitch. But look here, before we get into the review, as always, church announcements. If you have not done so just yet, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You're going to love it, I promise you. You're welcome. Let me know you stopped by, give me a thumbs up, and then make sure your notifications are turned on. Y'all, this episode was good. I hope for some ladies out there, this will be a lesson. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying a lesson in how we should handle ourselves, you know, in certain situations and all of that. So look here. Hopefully y'all are ready for this review because I'm ready to give it to you. So let's get right on up into it, y'all. All right, y'all. So we start off with Tampon and Davon. It's the next morning. I believe this is day 5 in the boot camp house. They are up and they're arguing still about the night before. Now, as you remember, the night before, they got into it because she wanted him to come upstairs and to be with her. He wanted to stay downstairs and hang out and chill and smoke with everybody else. So she's still pissed off about that. In the midst of them arguing, she says, I'm bleeding a lot. Well, come to find out, she took a pregnancy test. The pregnancy test came up positive. So for her safety, they want her to go to the emergency room so she can get checked out. Pregnancy and all that can get checked out, make sure she's good to still stay there, right? Now, in this time, you know, he's feeling bad and, you know, he's apologizing to her and he's, you know, there to console her because, of course, she's crying. She's upset. Production is there to check on her. And he says that, you know, he like I said, he apologized and he's holding it down for her. And that's good and I appreciate all of that. I got a couple questions, though. When did she take this pregnancy test? Because she said that she had talked to her mom and her mama told her to take a pregnancy test. Now, they only been there 5 days. Did you take it before you got there? Or did you take it when you was there? On the first day you was there, you had a cup of Henny. Did you know you was pregnant then? And then on the second day, you had some champagne. I ain't trying to be all up in your business because it ain't my business. I don't give a damn about it. I don't really mess with Tampon E. But I can say, it makes sense why she was upset and why she wanted him to come there and be with her. Because she had took a test. She knew she was pregnant. So she wanted him to be there and just, y'all know how it is. Ladies, if you've been pregnant and your husband or your man there, you just, like the old school say, you just want some company. God damn it. The nigga ain't got to be there. Y'all ain't got to be having no conversation, arguing, none of that. Nigga, you just want some company. Sit there with me and relax and do nothing like I'm doing, nigga. She just wanted some damn company. So, like I said, I don't like Tampon, but I understand why she wanted him to stay there with her or whatever, right? So they end up taking her to the emergency room and, you know, getting her checked out. So meanwhile, while all of this is going on, the couples are in each of their room and they're locked in their rooms, kind of like an escape room. The object is they have to escape from the room to work. They have to work together to escape from the room and they have to find different clues that's going to help them get out of there, right? Now, one person is blindfolded. The other person is sitting on the bed and they're yelling out directions for the other person to do while they're blindfolded, right? Now, there's a series of things that they have to ask, like different questions that's going to give them different clues and stuff like that. Now, each couple was doing their own individual thing. Phaedra's ass was being straight lazy. She didn't want to do anything. She was not in it. She just wanted to lay there and take a nap. She was like, if God wants us to get us out this room, he'll get us out this. Like, she was not into it. Meanwhile, you got Medina who's focused and he ready And you know what I'm saying? And he ready to put in the work. He was getting frustrated with her. And you can see where he says that. He's like, at least act like you want to be into this, like you want to try. Like, it's not just this, you know, this escape room. Like, bitch, this is this in the relationship, bitch. Open up, bitch, try. Like, goddamn it, help me. Now, Tahiri and Vado, they were doing good. You know, they weren't arguing. They were bickering a little bit, but they weren't arguing. They were working together. Now, Tony and Corrupt, goddamn ass. Corrupt was getting frustrated off the rip. Y'all know he an old school crip nigga. And he was just getting frustrated. She got the blindfold on this nigga, and she telling this nigga, like, go to the right. He said, you want me to step to the right? You want me to turn to the right? God damn it. You got to give me precise direction. Like, he would get mad at her ass. And she like, okay, listen, all right, Ricardo, calm the fuck down. She was getting mad at his goddamn ass. Now, when it came down to Willie and Shonda, they were doing good, right? It was going good at first when she had the blindfold on and he was sitting on the bed and he was calling out directions. They were working great together. When it came time for them to switch, for him to have on the blindfold, for her to ask the questions, they going through it. First question was, how many women has Willie had an affair with? You could see by the nigga instant body, even though you couldn't see his eyes. I know this nigga was like, what the fuck? In his goddamn blind. Because you could see his body the way it fucking tensed up. And she was like, oh yeah, I want to know this. This nigga say 12. 12 goddamn women. After that, she was pissed off. She was shut down. She didn't want to do nothing goddamn else. She like, well, I want to know who these 12 bitches are. This is my thing, Shonda, why? What difference does it make? You still gonna be with him. You not gonna leave him. You 3 kids in invested. Ain't now one. He ain't even gonna go nowhere. He gonna stay with your goddamn ass. Cause he know that you gonna always take him back. Even though she's pissed off, they end up working through it. They're the first ones out the room. Tahiri and Vado are next. Tony and Corrupt make it out next. And then, of course, last was Phaedra and doggone Medina. And the reason why they were last because of Phaedra's goddamn ass, because she didn't want to do nothing. Had she worked together with him, I think they would have got out a whole lot faster. But it's because her ass didn't want to goddamn do nothing that they didn't make it out of there, right? So once they all down there, everybody's asking like where Tampon and Davon are. And, you know, of course, nobody knows where they are. And then they're also asking where Willie is. Because when they had came out of the room, when everybody, like I said, was coming out of the rooms, they were all collected in this one room watching everybody else on these monitors try to escape from their room. And as they're waiting for other couples to come out, they were having a conversation. And Tahiri and, you know, Shonda were talking about the question that she had asked where he had said he had slept with 12 different females. And of course, she pissed off about this shit, right? So as, like I said, everybody's coming out of the room. Now everybody knows the question that was asked. And she says that Willie is pissed off. He's in his room. Now, at that moment, with Corrupt being sober, he was able to give her some good information or some good, what's the word? Y'all know y'all know the word advice, some good relationship advice. Thank you for whoever told me about it. But he was like, look here, like Dr. Ish said, you are starting your relationship over, you're starting your marriage over, and you are vowing to love him for who he is today and not for what he did yesterday. That's what happened yesterday. In the past, y'all are here now. You are starting over. This is a whole new marriage that y'all are going through. And so you need to be willing to work through him, work with him, and just forgive him for what he's done. Go talk to your husband. She's like, okay, all right. Of course she was going to do. She ain't going nowhere, Craig. She not. So, of course, she goes upstairs to talk to Willie as he's already in the room with Dr. Ish. Because Dr. Ish came in there to talk to him. He seen he was in there by himself. And so, you know, she comes in there. Of course, Dr. Ish is like, well, go ahead and sit, you know, sit down. We were talking about you as it was. Basically, he gives them some good old relationship. Look, this is what you need to do. Wop the wop, whoop the whoop, do 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 do. And they both cry. They both forgive each other. And they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. So Tampon and Da'Vonne come back from the ER. Everything is looking good for her. Of course, she is pregnant. And because they weren't able to participate in the escape room, Dr. Ish, he has his own talk with them and basically tells Da'Vonne that he needs to work on his anger issues and spazzing out every time they get into it. Because like last night, you know what I'm saying, has she been farther, like she said, has she been farther along? She had a big belly. They sent up there scuffling over the damn phone. Like, shit could have been a lot worse. So now that she's pregnant, he really needs to step it up and do what he needs to do, because he's getting ready to be a father. And you can't be going and spazzing out like that and acting a goddamn fool, because your child is gonna goddamn see this. You know what I'm saying? So after that, they all go downstairs and Dr. Ish is telling them what their activity is for the day. Now, he gives all of them some goddamn shock collars. They should have been goddamn shock collars, like dog collars, because that's exactly what the hell I was thinking he was doing, because he has shock collars for each person. And of course, with Tampon E being pregnant, he gonna give Da'Vonne a water pistol to spray her ass with. Like this bitch named Fifi and she just pissed on the carpet. You gonna give me a water pistol to spray this bitch with? And then we got on shock collars. So every time we get shocked, like really? I'm not the only one that was like, if you, like how you shock them dogs, that's fucked up. And get this bitch, spray this bitch with a water pistol. Y'all tell me that's some dog shit. What you trying to say? That's some dog ass? I'm just goddamn playing. But the object was, he gave each person a list of 3 things that he observed each couple when they had to do that escape room, that each couple suffers with, or not suffers with, that they deal with or whatever, right? And for each person, they have a list of 3 things. If they see their partner do this, then they have to shock them for it. And like some examples were, if you're yelling, rolling your eyes, being condescending, if you're shutting down, if you're being quiet, just different things like that. So if they were to do that, then the other person had to shock them, but they couldn't tell nobody in the house, and they couldn't tell nobody, like especially their partner, what exactly it was on the list. The other partner was supposed to be able to figure out what it was you getting your ass shocked with. Girl, I'm not gonna do this shit with my husband. I've even thought about some old shit from back in the day and started lighting his goddamn ass up. So once these fools got the okay to go, they start shocking the shit out of each other just to see if the motherfucker work. Just seeing if that goddamn shit work, right? So Corrupt is trying to be on his best behavior because he does not want to get shocked. So is Phaedra and Medina. They both are real cool and real nice with each other. Like neither one, I want to say, I don't know if Tony or Corrupt got shocked, or Phaedra and Medina. I don't think neither one of them got shocked, because they were all trying to be on like their best behavior or whatever, right? So Tahiri and Vado, they start off the conversation, they were just bickering back and forth, right? It went from them bickering back and forth to her getting a little bit more irritated, and she shocks him, which in turn pisses him off, and she does something off the list, and he shocks her back. And so she then shocks him again, and he shocks her back. So she gets pissed off from there, and it slowly goes from them arguing to them, from like them bickering to them arguing, and they really starting to get into it. To the point where he's on one side at the table telling her, come back over here and sit down and talk to me. She don't want to do that. She don't want to listen. That's one of the things that's on his list. So he's steady shocking her goddamn ass. Steady shocking her. She getting pissed off, and she goes and sits at the table where everybody else is. And so basically they're arguing over everybody. I don't know about nobody else. That would have made me so uncomfortable. I already don't like to be around when my friends and my couple friends or whatever, when they argue and get into it, that shit is uncomfortable to me. I don't want nobody else. I'm like, oh shit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to sit here? Am I supposed to act like I don't hear them? Because I hear this shit. I hear everything that's fucking going on. What the fuck am I supposed to goddamn do? That shit is irritating. So they're steady getting into it more and more, to the point to where she gets pissed off, and she takes the little shock collar bracelet thing off her wrist, gets pissed off, says, I can't trust you, I'm mad at you. He getting pissed off because she's steady yelling at him, and y'all already know how Tahiri is. When she gets mad, she starts going off at the tongue, and she goes off. Her words can cut deep. Telling this nigga, I ain't got time for you. You don't pay no bills. You broke nigga this, that. Steady going at this man's ego, which I don't necessarily agree with. That's just me. Somebody might think it's okay if that's just me. I don't feel like it's right for anybody first of all, I don't feel like it's right as a couple. You sitting up there and you arguing in front of every motherfucking body. That's your goddamn business. Go in the house with that shit. Or go in y'all room with that shit. Y'all ain't gotta be out there in front of everybody else because I don't want to know what the fuck y'all sitting up here arguing about. That's uncomfortable to me. Unless y'all gonna fight or something, like get that goddamn shit out. Do what the fuck you gotta goddamn do, right? So afterwards, everybody goes from outside to inside in the kitchen, and they're all sitting up there and they're talking, right? There's now Tahiri and Vado still arguing. Tahiri then picks up 2 goddamn green apples, has one in each hand, like some fucking softballs. She even says, I swear to God, look, if I was to get shocked right now, it would be warranted. I would deserve it because what I'm about to do right now. She takes the apples. She starts with the left Derek Jeter, the goddamn right motherfucking Derek Jeter, and socks his ass. One in the face, the other one skins the top of this nigga goddamn neck. Now, right then and there is when I felt like production should have stepped in and said something to her ass then. Because to me, that's still a form of violence to me. You throwing these bitch, hold on. Apples are hard. Green apples are hard as fuck. You gonna throw 2 big plump in seasoned ass Granny Smith apples, fucking Fiji apples at my head, and I'm supposed to sit back and be okay with that? Just listen to me though. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Then as she's walking out, she's basically poking fun of him like, yeah, nigga, go rap about apples. Rap about applesauce, niggas, yeah. Again, production should have stepped in and been like, whoa, hold up, slow down, little mama. You did a little bit too much right there, bitch. What if a nigga would have hauled off and hit your ass with a motherfucking coconut or a Fiji apple or goddamn one of them good ass apple crisp apples on your goddamn ass? For the green apple, bitch, that's disrespect, okay? So afterwards, they all get together, they sit down, they're talking to Dr. Ish, and Dr. Ish is going over the day, going over the exercise that everybody did, right? Now he gets on Phaedra's ass and was like, bitch, why ain't you help your nigga out, get out the escape room? Of course, she tries to be perfect and prim and proper and was like, well, no, I did help him. I gave him the combination to get out of the room. Bitch, he was like, nah, bitch, don't play with me. I had a camera in there. I seen every fucking thing that was going on. You didn't do shit. You sat there and you went on that bed and you went to sleep. She was like, well, I was just really tired. And he was like, and that's the problem right there. That just shows that your own personal comfort is more important than the relationship that you're trying to build. Like, Medina could really be a good dude. I don't see why she don't give his ass a chick. He fine. He kind of cute. He like educated, you know, got some nice teeth in his mouth. Look like he smell good. Look like his feet is probably pretty okay too, you know. He keep himself up, you know what I'm saying? Just give this nigga a chance, Phaedra, before he decides to not want to deal with your ass and he goes off to the next person and he upgrades her and then you're sitting back and you're looking crazy. I'm just goddamn sad. Afterwards, Dr. Ish is showing each couple what it was on the list that they was getting shot for, right? Now, when it came down to Vado and Tahiri, Tahiri tried to basically put the blame on Vado as to why she had got upset, why she threw the apples at him. She says that he was poking me and he was pressing my buttons and he was trying to piss me off. That in turn, now mind you, the whole time she's talking and saying this nigga looking like he ready to do a 187 right now. He looked mad than a motherfucker. So after she said that, something in Vito's left ear, that little devil was like, nah, my nigga, that bitch lying. I think you need to choke shit out this hoe. He was like, all right. This nigga goes and jacks this bitch up by her collar. And it's like, look here, bitch, goddammit. One time in the kisser, Alice, like he was G-jacked her ass up. So much to the point to where it freaked everybody out. Dr. Ish had to step in like, whoa, whoa, my nigga, slow down. Hold on, goddammit. He had to take his ass to the back. As he's taking him to the back, Vito gonna say, you lucky I don't punch you in your face. What? God, I mean, I understand you mad, my nigga, but nigga, you gonna do that shit in front of these white folks? And he even said, shit, I'm going to county. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you went to county that night, nigga. With them white folks around and they seen you yoking this bitch up like that. Oh, no. And then afterwards, Tahiri is sitting there and she's quiet. Slicking her hair back. She's quiet. Now, look here. I'm going to say a couple things about this and I'm going to be off of here. And I'm not trying to piss nobody off when I say this. This is my platform. This is my opinion. This is just what I gotta say, right? I was in somebody's chat earlier and this subject had came up. Matter of fact, this is what the chat was about. You know, there was a lot that they were doing. And one of the questions was, do you think he was right for doing that to her? Do you think she was wrong for putting her hands on him? A lot of the people in there thought he was completely wrong and that he shouldn't have done that and he had no reason to do that to her, and that regardless of what she did, he should have composed himself. He's a man and he should be able to compose himself, and the fact that he can't compose himself, he's weak and he's a weak ass man. Now look here, like I said, I'm not defending nobody. This is just my opinion. I was always raised, you don't want nobody to do something to you, God damn it, you don't do that to them. A lot of the boys that I grew up with that are now men, I've gotten into a fist fight with boys when I was younger because they as well were taught, you don't want somebody to do something to you, you don't do it to them. Meaning, when I was younger, I used to pop off and shit like that, thinking a nigga wouldn't hit you, nigga wouldn't do this and da-da-da-da-da. Once again, now, that one fight that I got into with this guy that is now grown, we were like in high school. No, we were in junior high. That's what it was. We were in fucking junior high. Now, granted, we were kids, but that was a lesson for both of us. God damn it, he swung at me, I swung at him. Bitch, it was goddamn on. What I'm saying is, ladies, I'm talking to my ladies out there. We cannot expect to go off, swing on a nigga, slap him in his face, damage his ego, smack him in his face, kick him in his mouth, do anything physical, hurting him, scratching him, smacking him in the face, hitting him in the head, pushing him. You cannot keep doing that and expect for somebody to take it just because you are a woman. Just because you are a woman, you don't deserve to get hit. And now, I'm not saying no woman, hell no. And any nigga that feels he has to put his hands on a woman just because he's the man, that's a pussy ass nigga. But what I'm saying is, ladies, I've seen this happen to a lot of women before. Let me tell y'all, story time. I was at the club one time, right? This girl was about 5'5", 170 pounds. She getting into it with her nigga. He like 6'4", 300 pounds, rock solid. Head like a motherfucking pit bull. They arguing, she smacking this nigga, going upside his head. Bow, bow, bow. Fuck you, puss nigga. Bow, you ain't shit, little dick, motherfucker. Bow, bow. I mean, going off. This is after the club, like 3 in the morning, when we used to be out there parking lot pimping. Everybody out there like, damn, she going off on this nigga. And this nigga was known in the hood. Like, everybody knew who this nigga was. So she now mind you, the bitch was drunk. She started that shit in the club. She went from the club smacking this nigga, walking out the club with wings in her hand smacking this nigga, in the parking lot across the street smacking this nigga, going off. Finally, this nigga got mad, bow. I mean, he hauled back, he knocked the Negro spiritual out that bitch. I'm sure when that hoe woke up, she was like, Master, I got 2 more rolls of cotton left and I'll be done. Like, he knocked fire from that hoe. Afterwards, all these niggas ran over there to him and started beating his ass. Now, me and my homegirls was like, God damn, whoa, like, damn. But nobody helped her up. It was like, okay, she going up there smacking, going upside this nigga head, which she shouldn't have did. And then grabbed this nigga phone, broke his phone, picked the nigga weed up out his car, was throwing weed everywhere. I'ma tell Loud, you got guns in your car. Motherfucker, you got warrants. I mean, she was out of line. But he was even more out of line. When I tell you, he knocked, baby, he knocked the 22-inch virgin Yaki ponytail out her goddamn ass. Now, again, it was not right, but at the same time, ladies, we have to learn to keep our goddamn hands to ourselves. It's not right. It is not right. Her throwing them apples at him, that should have been something right there that they said something to her ass. Like, look here, you can't be up in here doing that shit. Bitch, he haul off and knock your ass out. What are we gonna do then? So that's all I gotta say about that. Let me know if it was anything that I missed from this episode. Drop it down below and let me know. Let me know what y'all thoughts and y'all opinions are. I want to know. I'm just curious to know. Like I said, I'm not defending what he did in any way, shape, form, or matter. He should not have jacked her ass up like that. And this is another thing. He was so comfortable to do it in front of people. So has a nigga done that shit before? And then I almost got out of here without making my main point. Did you see how she was then quiet and didn't say anything? So she basically sort of proved her, I wouldn't say she proved her point, but afterwards, that was not Harlem Tahiri, the same bitch that had the same energy that was chunking fucking Fiji apples like Derek Jeter. I don't know how long ago it was. I don't know if she just calmed down from then. She had a, little weed and she smoked or some drink or something and she chilled out. But that wasn't the same goddamn energy that she was giving just earlier. She was ready to knuckle up and throw them things with that nigga. Now all of a sudden, he done yoked your ass up and now you just sort of like, you see, he's the crazy one. I'm not crazy. He's crazy and he makes me crazy. I don't know. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Thank y'all for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And Auntie Mo will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.